Garrison on the inside, Norberg on the outside, and for the first time, main event for Pro X30 is green, green, green. And they'll race themselves down into turn number one.
Side by side, a bit of contact, and around Paulie Massimino with Michael Boyadzis on his right rear, and more. Ruben Moya, Colin Lloyd, contact through the field as they continue to try and fight through the infield.
Wow, the bad luck of getting starting in that middle of the field there collects Paulie Massimino. Again, Ruben Moya, another driver we expected to be part of it. He was 8th. He didn't have any luck coming out of turn number 6 for the first time, but Garrison with the whole shot, he leads over Ryan Norberg.
Single file as they rocket down the backstretch and get to full song for the first time, and Austin Garrison right off the rip's going to defend low from Norberg. McQueen in no man's land, and then a mad scramble behind there for 4th on back. Caden McQueen leads Jesus Vasquez Jr., although Vasquez has been a good bit quicker. He might go. Yes, he does. New man in 3rd. Here's at least what's going on in the middle. You can see Neen Cotter, who started last, Lloyd and Moya, who fell to last, trying to fight their way through the middle of the pack. That's Remy and Draytos there in front of them, and leading the group looks to be Fernando Luque in the 45.
There's your lead, but nonetheless, a great run for guys like Neen Cotter, Chase Gassy at lead. Aiden Ingrata has not got those advances. He's still 15th position. But guys we talked about, like Olin Galley up 11, Blake Nash up 17. There are a handful of drivers that really maximized over the opening couple laps of this main event.
Oh man, 3 wide as Olin Galley's right in the middle of it all. New look for Donovan Mania after the white suit got turned not so white in that KA main event. He's now to the point of this group in the number 8. Then right behind him, who's that? I believe that's one of the new faces on the year. Looks like one of the Hoots DD maybe entries. Right behind Olin Galley. 7 down though, and we've got a change in the lead. First time so far, Ryan Norberg pulls the pin and goes by Austin Garrison. Now, Ryan is at that point in the race all too often where we've seen the number 1 just drive away as we check back in on how he got it done on Austin there in turn number 7. Smooth, easy. Garrison didn't obviously seem to fight it too hard, but that time, true test, Vasquez still better. 53.40 to Norberg's 44.
Last time by, though, lost a little bit. Both the leaders going down to 53.1s. Vasquez settled in there at a 53.3.
We've got a change. Back to the lead for Austin Garrison. All we need is a little bit of that for Jesus to get there. And I think that's why the last lap, those two kind of picked up the pace a little bit. They were probably hitting the same marks, but Garrison was beating Ryan Norberg's bumper back down to try and push him a little further ahead. Look how much Austin Garrison just lost right there alone in the run from turns 8 and 9.
Yeah, again, that long duration right-hander, double apex right-hander, where you're really carrying a lot of speed through. You got a lot of load in the car as well. Like you said, when you have load in and maybe a little bit of that dirty air, that's when you're working. Look at that, Garrison to the inside. Book it. Garrison goes by in turn 14.
And the other part of that, knowing that, and thinking on your feet, Austin Garrison, Ryan Norberg, they are looking for every moment that the other one relaxes for a second and then sends it on the other. Garrison just pulled a pretty good lead into the S's. Ryan was able to close up to him into these hairpins, and you can see how much he's having to change that lineup to try and get some air on the nose and air to the tires. I mean, talking about tire deg too, Ryan said at his most recent win back at Daytona that it's all about heat. It's all about temp. We're not really saving because the rubber doesn't wear that much for us, but we're trying to keep him cool. And if he can just get Garrison to block and work those fronts harder, we're going to have a fight.
2 veteran American karters battling it out here. Speed Concepts Racing versus Rollison Performance Group, OTK for both karts. Here's the move to the inside. Little defense down the bottom. Is this going to potentially help out Vasquez further back? He's going to try to dig back in. He was 2.8 seconds back across the line. It is on right now, the duel between these two drivers for the starting win of the 2025 season.
Austin Garrison works a good bit with Tim Lobon's Trackside Karting Services Group based out of Houston. He's done a lot of defending and aggressive racing and coaching development with that group. Can he put that to good use against the 9-time champ? Last turn, a big over-under. Norberg's going to get a nose, and he'll nose ahead. And Norberg gets the lead away, coming to the white flag.
Oh, it was a beautiful over-under move right there. Set it back up over in 13, completed it in 14, and wrapped it all up in 15. Does Garrison have anything more in the tank? You know he's got at least a couple of tricks up the sleeve. Norberg gets a good run out of turn number 5. He clears him by about a length coming down to the braking zone. No need to cover. In fact, 2 lengths coming out of turn number 6, Sander.
Yeah, Garrison really struggled in the S's that time, following Norberg. Between going offline with a pass like that, getting pushed into the marbles on the straightaway, he has to have a lap to recover. He doesn't have that kind of time, and Ryan knows it. To the Turn 11 complex for the last time earlier this week. He announced that he's going to be a father later this year. He got engaged. He bought a house over the offseason. And as he gets ready to defend that number 1 plate to chase his 10th Pro National title, Ryan Norberg wins round 1 in Houston.
Oh, master class up front for the legend Ryan Norberg. RPG with another victory. It's been a big day for RPG. Norberg, like you said, gets that run to a potential 10th national championship off to a fantastic start.